Hello, and welcome back to Coin Lady channel. In today's video, in the ever-changing world of crypto legislation, we'll address these issues. Legal action taken by Ripple Labs against the SEC in the United States. Distinctly, Ripple, the company behind the XRP cryptocurrency, has been embroiled in a lawsuit with the SEC since December 2020. Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse has stressed the need of ongoing efforts to explain the business as the case nears its conclusion. Ripple's CEO and architect of the XRP token, Brad Garlinghouse, has long advocated for a standardized approach to regulating the cryptocurrency market. He contends that firms can't grow and thrive or protect their clients properly in the absence of a defined legal framework. Garlinghouse claims that American businesspeople and investors may leave the country in search of better prospects. He thinks rules are important to ensure the integrity of the market and the safety of investors. However, he stresses the importance of finding a middle ground that allows for creative issue solving while also addressing valid concerns. The company and the SEC's legal battle is nearing its conclusion. While this is an important step in the struggle for regulatory clarity, Garlinghouse cautioned that it is only the beginning of a much broader dispute for the sector. On June 13, the Hinman documents were made public as part of the ongoing litigation between Ripple and the SEC. Garlinghouse shared a video to Twitter and filed a complaint against the agency on the same day. According to a video posted by Garlinghouse on June 17 and based on the Hinman documents, the SEC intentionally sowed doubt about the regulations and then used that misunderstanding in their enforcement efforts. During his speech, Garlinghouse called the SEC's conduct an example of bad faith. The action against Ripple was initially filed in December 2020, therefore this, he argued, should have been evident from the start. Extremely Grinch-like, he said, considering how close it was to Christmas. This is the epitome of prioritizing politics and power before people and sound policies. According to Garlinghouse, he had no idea that the excerpt was considered a security, and he had already answered all of the second's questions before the complaint was made. Although the Ripple problem may be resolved soon, Garlinghouse maintains that the fight for regulatory clarity continues. He thinks it's a positive thing that this case has sparked discussions about how cryptocurrency will be regulated in the future. For the sake of promoting innovation and protecting investors, a final ruling in the case is essential for setting a legal precedent and elucidating a future direction for the industry. Garlinghouse promises to keep communicating with authorities. He emphasizes the importance of having frank discussions with regulatory bodies in order to set firm guidelines for how cryptocurrencies should operate inside the current monetary system. Hyman's speech isn't about any particular token or blockchain, he says, but rather the general strategy towards the cryptocurrency industry, and the SEC is out to crush innovation and the cryptocurrency sector in the United States. According to Garlinghouse, the documents show that the top SEC officials disagreed on the policy and personally advised Bill Heinemann not to confuse the public about the regulations for crypto. According to publicly available information, editors worried that the SEC's previous stance on Ether would be hard to change in light of Hinman's declaration that ETH is not a security. Since the SEC may take action against other crypto enterprises in the future, Garlinghouse stressed the importance of industry-wide coordination and argued that the data revealed that Hinman purposefully ignored the law and attempted to create new rules. While our case is almost to a close, he emphasized that for many others it is only beginning. Therefore, the struggle for transparency must proceed. Binance on June 5, the SEC filed a lawsuit against a cryptocurrency exchange, accusing it of trading securities without proper registration. The regulator acted against Coinbase the following day for the same reasons. Max Keiser, an outspoken proponent of Bitcoin, has issued a prediction for the outcome of the case pitting Ripple against the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission. According to Keiser, Ripple is going to lose in court, and Astrup is going to die. Keiser recently tweeted that the current case is not about the law but about eliminating XRP. He claims that Gary Gensler, chair of the SEC, was assigned the mission of eliminating unnecessary Kaiser went on to say that ignoring other cryptocurrencies was facilitated by El Salvador's acceptance of Bitcoin as legal payment. Securities that haven't been registered with the SEC. Kaiser also shared his thoughts on some of the best-known providers of spot Bitcoin ETFs and related projects. WisdomTree, another major ETF provider, recently applied to the SEC for authorization to launch the WisdomTree Bitcoin Trust, joining rival BlackRock in this endeavor. According to Kaiser, larger companies are now able to enter the Bitcoin market because of the SEC's enforcement actions, which have hurt both individual players and crypto exchanges. In his ongoing litigation against Ripple, the well-known Bitcoin advocate Kaiser has often used pejorative phrases to describe altcoins like ZKPS. When the SEC takes action against other cryptocurrencies, he supports the misogynistic accusations that XRP is a security. Kaiser frequently takes the opportunity to criticize the XRP community. Members of the XRP community have demonstrated their willingness to counter Kaiser's allegations with their own. Interestingly, John Deaton, an expert in crypto legislation, has repeated a claim Kaiser made about the SEC. That SEC Chair Gary Gensler is aiming to limit competition by protecting established players, and the status quo is an argument that Deaton finds persuasive. Kaiser's predictions and criticisms, which come as the Ripple versus SEC litigation continues, provide depth to the ongoing conversation regarding XRP's legal status and the role of regulatory agencies in shaping the crypto industry. On June 22, Ripple's Singaporean subsidiary, Ripple Markets Ptsd, received a significant payments institution license from the Monetary Authority of Singapore, Massachusetts. Twitter was also used to announce the company's expansion into Asia and Oceania. CEO of Ripple, Brad Garlinghouse, claims that the general public is still ahead of regulators when it comes to digital assets because they recognize the business and consumer potential of cryptocurrencies. The Mas Garlinghouse, in conjunction with Ripple, will be speaking at a seminar in Switzerland on June 27 to discuss the role that investment and clear legislation may play in fostering the growth of digital assets. Stu Alderete, General Counsel of Ripple. All eyes are on Judge Annalisa Torres now that documents relating to Hinman's speech have been made public and the continuing legal case by the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission against Ripple Labs has reached a pivotal turning point. According to the Hyman Papers, the SEC favors Ethereum above other cryptocurrencies. According to Eichmann, digital assets that start out as securities might change into non-securities. In contrast to the Ripple litigation XRP investors are currently facing based on the same idea, he exclusively used Ethereum as an example of such a transition. Judge Torres issued his decision on the parties' motions to exclude expert witness testimony in March 2023. However, a choice was made back in March. There has been no announcement of the summary ruling. Time between Daubert rulings and summary judgments from Judge Torres is typically far shorter than this. This suggests that the resulting litigation may be settled quickly. In a bit of a twist, the U.S. Federal Reserve has announced that the FedNow service will go live in July 2023. This service will allow financial institutions in the United States to offer their consumers speedy payment services, and it will be available 24/7/365. Finastra, Volante Technologies, and ACI Worldwide are just a few of the notable Ripple partners who will be among the banks taking part in the launch on July 1st. Given this knowledge, some in the cryptocurrency community have hypothesized that the FedNow service cannot operate without first receiving a final judgment in the Ripple dispute. The way things are looking, July 1st, 2023, could be a turning point in Ripple's legal battle with the industry. The crypto community is keeping a close eye on today because of the potential impact on the future of regulation of all digital assets, not just Ripple. It's all over today. Please hit that like button if you enjoyed it. See you in the next one, bye.